Indiana Joan here. So for the first time in 3 weeks, we don't have anybody here helping us. It's just Curt and me this week. And truthfully, I'm going to leave the second half of the week because I've got to get some work done in another state. So Curt's going to be on his own, but we're working on getting the windows in. I'm just doing cleanup and getting the doors in so that we can secure our home and keep working on the inside. More to come. So this is what happens when you put silicone around the frame and you sort of fudge the window a little as you're putting it in. That's all silicone that I'm working to get off. And it's supposed to peel right off, which it does a little bit, but you still end up with this residual. And I'm excited because I have found one. If you use a rough washcloth and a little bit of this Great Stuff foam cleaner, just a smidge, it'll take it off. Here's one of the more exciting things that we acquired. I went garage sailing in the community. They had community-wide garage sales here, and I found this gem for $5. Leftovers, here we come. Indiana Joan here. Hey, some of you have been wondering, why haven't you made a video? Because I've been out of the state of Indiana for almost 2 weeks. Yeah. Crazy. Not quite 2, but had some things I had to manage in Wisconsin, and then we headed to Nebraska and got our last storage unit loaded up with the help of friends. That was fun. Indiana Joan here. So here we are in Nebraska, renting hopefully our last U-Haul and getting our last pile of worldly goods out of a storage unit here to drag it out to Indiana, so we can put it in a storage unit there. Yeah, can't wait till we get this house done.
So you still might come visit us sometime.
Yes, I need to find a time where
But I'm back. Curt has been working on his own, all alone, no help. So the goal was to get the windows in, get the doors in, get the house locked up. Those were the big goals. He got that done in week 1. I'll show you. And then after that, he started on stairwells, all by himself, making those stringers, putting the steps on. He's a do-it-yourselfer extraordinaire, so I'll just give you a view of the progress that's been made in the last 2 weeks.
This handy dandy tool is a Gorilla Gripper. I got it from Joy for Christmas. I asked for it. It's used for carrying heavier panels like plywood, in this case sheetrock. You just put it on there, lift the handle, it grips on, and you can pick it up. You don't have to bend over. You can carry it right from your shoulder. A Gorilla Gripper, handy dandy little tool.
I'm upstairs in the loft where our guest bedrooms are, and here's where we had a little bit of a problem. This was actually an architect problem, not our problem, but it became our problem when we had the framers come in and they built for this window. If you look, you can see that frame down there is about a foot longer than it is currently, and that is because the window was designed to be too long. It meant that the roof line would cut across the edge of the window, which of course is not a good thing. So we had to reorder the windows for upstairs here. And then what to do with the other windows? Everything's custom, you know. It's not like you can just, I guess we'll just put these in the dumpster. No. So we decided to take the longer window and put it in the basement to give us some extra light there, and take the second window and put it up in my attic space so that we will have light in that storage area up in the attic. Not exactly the lines I was imagining outside, but hey, I'm choosing function over form here. So here's that bedroom window from the second floor down here in the basement. Look at that light. You never can have too much light in a basement, I feel. There's not a lot of space we can use, even though it's walkout. It's mainly underground, but we had enough to get it on the ledge and pop that window in. So our goal was to get this house locked, secured, so we can start bringing in Curt's tools and not worry about people walking through every night, which we know has been happening. We're watching you people. Everybody has to walk through the house, must see our truck leave, and then they all run in to see what it looks like. Well, no more. They can't walk into the garage yet, but in the house, we've got it secured. Curt's been working hard, hanging drywall in the garage, getting the doors barred down here. We have door locks, just not taking the time to do that right now, and we're getting it done. So we're in the main room, double doors out to the lake, the big windows. But what's new? I'll show ya. Do you see that? That's a stairwell. I'm gonna take you up so you can see upstairs how it's really gonna be. Well, we made our goals. House is tight. It's locked in. We can bring in tools, and we did bring in tools. Curt dug through our storage unit, brought in all our electrical parts and that sort of thing, and we have them in the house now, secured, and we're ready for what's next. Today, our first friend is coming from Florida. Our second friend is coming tomorrow from Nebraska, and they're flying in, and we're gonna work on electrical. Yeah, that's what's next on the lake house.